Welcome to Loleventvods. Watch the highlights of today's First Stand 2025 matchup.
Pressure on the top side of the map. I think your mid-jungle duo is miles ahead when it is a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Very frustrating. You already have the combat spell advantage for any Yuumi duo. Beyond level 3 now alongside Core. Core burning through a lot of mana to make sure the health stays relatively close. Similar story for Targamas. Now Kliss goes all in, and First Blood is there! Outclassing the 2v2, the exhaust is here. Kliss finally a chance to fire back after 2 miserable laning phases, and he'll find it there. Core sent packing the W, the Ultra Shock Laser.
TTC, right? Like Nautilus and Vi, one of the big reasons why Vi started to come back in the first place is Yon still going.
Yon trying to keep this one going, knowing that they have no suns left. Bubble goes in, but just barely misses. Kliss able to walk away, but it's still close. And I think Yon and Core know as long as Kliss is able to finish that first item, they can still do a lot of work in the 2v2 trades. That first kill, it's going to hurt in the long run, but right now, they're still doing fine in the context of the 2v2. Beating up to the top side of the map, TP down bot lane for impact. As Umpty's going to start the Grubs. Man advantage on the top side for TL. Kana chunked out. Not too bad of a situation.
Doesn't look like you're going to try and look for the steal.
Shock. Okay. That hurts.
He has smite available.
Have to smite that one. It feels bad.
Have to smite that.
But you have to get the free, right? Like it gets you the feet. You are also trading a dragon. Like you know that dragon is definitely going to be toast.
Going in, Charm connects, manages to dodge away. Yike now trying to follow. Wind becomes lightning plus flash.
Umpty otherwise gets the channel on the flash. I think the extension actually was what made the difference.
Flash out. Good from 4. Doesn't have good information. Culling now used. Flash over the wall committed onto Vladdy. Charm used, but extra movement speed about to come through. But they're going to finish that one. Another auto. Yon and Core finding the pick in mid lane.
Communication there from the tail side, but the W flash.
Ulti in. Yuumi ult coming out as well. Yike trying to split. Core might go down, but Yon likely to keep his life. Bubble connecting as well. Core sprinting.
Slow.
I just don't think he's fast enough, but he does have the flash. Will walk away. So
barriers like going to be so safe there that they can just rotate right back up to Grubs. Teleport does come out from impact to go up the top side, but Umpty has already decided to seed it for TL, goes down to the other side, finishes up Krugs, go for his reset here, wait for the ultimate cooldown. Like you said, highlighting that Nocturne ultimate being such a big part of trying to make a play, so they're going to wait for it.
Second objective for KC. Neither side has claimed any of the feats. It's one kill.
Okay, here we go. Yike coming down through mid lane, 2 for the 4v4.
APA here, Vladdy dashing forward. Charm is going to connect. Are they going to overcommit? Waiting for them to get out of the minefield. APA going to find himself locked up very quickly, but now Umpty goes to the backside. It's going to be Vladdy who's in trouble, dashing back to his team. Yuumi coming in to try to seal the deal, but a bit more healing going back, and now it's Kliss who's going to flick back. A perfect flick going to keep things going. APA trying to finish the kill. Kliss getting lower and lower. He's not powerful enough yet. The flash forward, the exhaust. Targamas is just a little cat. He can't do a damn thing. TL, take the exchange.
KC, they go over into the Nocturne ultimate. They can't see the backside of that team fight, and they overcommit. Huge plays for Team Liquid. Dracos, they have at least just saved their mid game here. That's going to be the dragon. They push out on both mid wave and bottom wave. Yike was up on top side, but Yike is now recalled, so there's not a lot of time for this to go off.
Mininar's a sleepy boy. He's not really going to have a good way. This one flashes now, trying to get a little bit tricky with it, but he goes all out. Umpty tanking the tower, but just a blinking health bar. Kana's still standing for a little bit too long. Third stack on the Hyper. Kana trying to run. Manages to get one back again. TL find the kill, but trade one in return. Lower cooldown to make it available in even more fights.
The other one is Kana. I think for him, just actually get as APA.
APA, good knockback onto Yike.
Don, he's a psycho. He's gonna
chunking Yike out. The objective started by the rest of the team, so this should just be an easy Herald pickup. KC backing away.
Yeah, that objective won right there by Yon. He chunks out Kliss, and then they're able to finish off a big chunk onto Yike as well, so they don't get any kills, but they do take enough health bars to earn themselves a Rift Herald, which is critical in pushing the timeline of this game forward. Using that Rift Herald to knock down these outer turrets.
Might have been there, and Kana, his side lane pressure isn't going to be quite as scary, even though he will win both what he wants pretty comfortably.
Kliss ulting, trying to clear the wave, does not want to concede mid lane tower. Yon hopping into the Herald to try and escape. Might look for the knock on Kliss. Well, at the very least, get the crash as the ulti comes out in the meantime. The split, his impact is now going for the 2v2. Yike caught out, isolated, wall coming in. Yike will fall even as the dragon dies. in favor of KC. A quick pick, but it would have. If they had defended top lane tier 1, that would have been the moment.
I do like the feint here, though, because it looks initially as if Team Liquid is going to go really hard on this play towards the mid lane of the map, because you can even see the bot lane is, you know, trying to peel off, but instead find a turn onto Yike and get that kill.
And this is exactly what we
again, because I think that once KC start giving up map control, it's really hard to reach.
It's the Otacon.
Yeah, the bottom went down as well. Umpty was already like 50% done with the Otacon, so they're keeping up the pressure here on multiple fronts for Team Liquid.
I don't think KC are ready for this Otacon. Yike. Excellent start for TL. KC feel like they're winning this, but now they realize they've lost the Otacon, and this was not the trade that they thought it was.
Flower power.
So much XP going over and adaptive force on top of it.
Wow, Team Liquid here, keeping...
After all the effort, mid lane turret has fallen. KC already chunked. I think you might want to just give this one up. Don't think you need to play too aggressive before the spike. On your Zeri, 3 items not quite there yet. TL, looking for the fight.
Nice flick over the wall means Vladdy's chunk before the fight even starts, but AP is not in a great position. Might be forced to use his ult. Could come down to the 50-50. Yike now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Nice disengage coming in from Core, and Yike's just about to get deleted. Yawn now on a rampage. Instantly the backside devastated. Kana going mega. Manages to lock 2 on the wall, but the interrupt, the unstoppable there. Now the exhaust going in. Kliss has to make the difference. Has to take down Yawn, but he is not enough. Even with the cat mount to his back, he manages to find one. Tries to get another. Targamas demounted. TL taking everything.
Oh man, the chunks before the fight were so big for Team.
Set up first on the objectives, and as long as they don't let the team start a fight on full HP, a lot of that scaling is just never going to come through. But now Yike, waiting in the darkness, 11K.
Looking for a turn. Look, it's Yawn. He's the gatekeeper. He's not letting him in.
He's ready to pull. Kliss chunks Vladdy there with the red buff. Ana starting to poke. The objective, a bit of a split call. Hop out. Bubble doesn't connect. Core still has ulti.
Poke's good, though. I want to see that third item. We need IE on Kalist.
Tidal wave over the wall. Yike potentially caught out, forcing an early ultimate. Flick back hits, but not the damage to come through. Impact trying to push Yike back to the team. Yike still holding on for a brief moment. KC zoned off, pushed away, could not get any damage down, could not move through the minefield. Nice forward dash coming in from Vladdy to get away from the seismic shove. APA on point, but the dashes are there. Yawn, nice back to the Baron.
Really great usage of the ultimates to not directly set up APA for the seismic shove, but force them into a position where he could hit the seismic shove. That one barely misses.
TP coming in, Vladdy on the way.
It's going to be so hard. Vladdy needs to find a hero play, or Kalist needs to go crazy, but he doesn't have IE just yet. That's such a big spike for the Zeri.
Catfinger used. APA not going to connect on the flick.
Are they going to commit?
As he has the minefield will be big. 10K getting lower. They're not focusing their damage on the objective. It's going to take some time. Kliss starting to poke, starting to harass. The Baron doing a decent amount of damage back. They know no jungler's there. It's not a 50-50, but Vladdy goes in. Nice dash back. Coming through from Yawn. Clutch in the moment. 4K. They're getting lower, though. They can't afford to stick around with Kliss right on top of them. They need to burst down the champion. Huge shove from APA. Up immediately goes in. The exhaust. Out. Goes the Zeri, Yawn, low. Yikes there! The wall. Will not commit to the objective. 3 blinking health bars on the side of TL, but the range isn't there. The for Kalist. He has flash, he has IE. He is still a threat that has to be respected, but there's a window here for TL as they take this third Drake to maybe look for a pick, to maybe force a fight before those summoners are back up for Targamas.
I think the problem, though,
play the game. We talked about the one late game scaling option. It's starting to feel like their only option, but maybe APA has been caught out. Umpty coming in. Can they find the immediate solo kill? Crunch back out. But Yawn's waiting over the wall. Kana likely to fall here. Weaver's wall coming out as well. Kana nowhere left to go. Tries to get the wall down, gets a bit of CC, gets a chunk, but there's no follow-up as Kliss just forced to walk away.
Again, you just really have to respect these.
Too far gone. Yike will be just in time to see it stolen or taken away from him. TL now have the Baron.
Yawn, he's far up. They're looking for a possible collapse here.
Ultra Shock Laser hits.
They're so fast.
Now the turn coming in. Where's he going? Start this fight. He thought he had the flank, but he was the one getting taken down. Yawn now legendary. Impact TPing in just in time to eat the charm.
There he goes.
That's beautiful. We kept talking about the IE for Kalist, thereby completely ignoring the fact that Giannis is finished. Fortunately, he was awake as he pops what I think was the one small sliver of hope that was there for KC.
Running. The scaling was not enough. Zeri, not enough. TL might have faltered in the first few minutes, but they put their foot on the gas and they never stopped in this game 3. Casey, one last desperate hold. TL don't want to get over eager. Yawn taking his time. Almost one popping Vladdy. He just does too much damage. Yike isolated once again. Umpty taking his time with the ult. They want KC to remember this moment. Kalist might be able to force a fight, but he cannot stop the Nexus from falling. TL take down KC.